Well, I bet you didn't expect this, did you? Or maybe you did, based on how I was talking. Hey everyone, welcome back to the extra part of the Blue Line route. As you might have guessed by when I asked you all a question on whose route you wanted to see the most, and I decided to ignore everything you guys said and just do SOTHIS'S instead. No, I'm kidding. It was a hypothetical question, but it was hypothetical because I phrased it as if I was only doing one. What I am going to do, and what I had always planned on doing, is I'm going to do all of the Blue Lion girls. I'm going to see all their marriage endings, and I'm also going to do some of the Golden Deer. Now, how this even came about, because I don't have the ending I want to see the most right now, is Hilda. Before, like early on in the Blue Line route, when I kept asking you all, do you really think it's necessary for me to leave Hilda? A big part of me was thinking about this. When I started the Blue Lion route, I always wanted to try to see if I could get the endings of the other 4 Golden Deer members. But when you all wanted me to leave Hilda behind, and I didn't explain on why I was so fixated on seeing that. It's because I made a comment, I forgot when I made it, I think it was the same time around the early part of the Blue Line route, about I thought the Black Eagles were the fan service route, really? And certain people were talking about Hilda, and I was like, are you kidding me? Hilda? Like, she didn't, if I compare I was more talking about pre-time skip, because you wouldn't know post-time skip how they would look. I was thinking like pre-time skip choices, like Edelgard's female lord. In a male-dominated game, I think many people would just go for her based off of that fact alone. And you had Dorothea, who was flirty, and the foreign Petra, and then the adorable Bernadetta. Compared to that, the Golden Deer route, Marianne had bags in her eyes. Leonie could be mistaken for a guy if she didn't have certain things. Lysithea, even though she was short, she didn't really rely on the cute factor. She was more of a savage. And then there was Hilda, who, yes, I think she could definitely fit in that category, but that was my mentality. And when they had the uniforms on, Hilda looked normal. But a big part of what they were saying had to do with the supports or the ending pictures. And I'm like, well, I haven't seen it. So you guys are saying, or your argument is based off something I hadn't seen. So I really wanted to see Hilda's support. But since I didn't recruit her, I was not able to redo the final map or final 2 maps and see her support again, which, yes, in order to get all of these, I had to redo the final map, which after seeing it, I immediately told myself I wasn't going to do that, but I made it work. So we are here. I actually probably should go. Yeah, this will be easier. But I have one final thing before we start. Sorry, I was talking a lot for actually getting to it. This is kind of like my introduction to this mini series. One, Hapi's ending, I don't see being topped for me. Well, besides maybe a few people, but none of the ones I'm going to see. Hapi was, in my Fire Emblem experience, the previous characters I chose in Awakening, it was Anna, and I'll be honest, I really just settled for Anna because I didn't even realize there was a marriage function in that game. I was like, oh shoot, I gotta choose somebody. And Anna happened to work out, but none of the girls in Awakening, my favorite character in Awakening, female character, was Lucina. And no. I scratched that. Forget what I said. My favorite female character in Awakening was Morgan, our own daughter, all right? For many reasons, Morgan is more broken than Lysithea, if you can believe that. You can literally put her in the center of the map and she'll kill everything with ease. So, yeah, Morgan was hilarious. And yes, you have a bias as she's your daughter, but hey, for me, Morgan couldn't be beat. But a very close second was Lucina for me. And that's Crom's daughter. It's like if Dimitri had a daughter and we married her. Nah. Or Claw had, nah. For me, that don't work like that. And I look at people who married Lucina a certain way. because I'm pretty sure you know who she is before you do the S. Yeah, you do. You do. I think. Maybe not. Either way, some people do know, and they are perfectly okay with that. But for me, they were in the untouchable category. So for me, if you ask, did I have a character who I thought could compete with characters in this game, it's not necessarily that, although that's up for debate too. It's more my favorites weren't waifu material in that game. And I think the same goes for FETH. And my favorite character in FETH was Corin's stepsister. This is not a spoiler. You literally have to pick the game on this very premise. One of his stepsisters, his youngest one, because she seemed the most like his sibling out of all the others, in my personal opinion. I was more okay with my choices in FETH than Awakening, and if you really want to know, I'll tell you if you ask. FETH is kind of one of those games where it's a certain type of game. In fact, if you don't mind me showing you a scene, it just shows you a difference in tone on this game compared to this one. So yeah, with a game like that, you might be judged for your choices more. But anyways, and then the other games that I played didn't even have that feature. So it's not that I didn't like the female characters in those games, because I really did. Actually, I think they were done well. Either way, Hapi's the person who just made me think, that's it. Like, that, well, no. Sorry. Shamir is the first person to make me think, that's it. Hapi's, I feel, was slightly better for me. And a big part of it has to do with how we went through the Ashen Wolves and the Blue Lion story, and Hapi was very instrumental. Shamir was a good unit, but I literally relied on Hapi for so much. Plus, Hapi's story in general, I feel, really completes her whole arc, where her finally getting cured. To me, that's a hard ending. Like I said, there is possibly one other person who might beat it, but we'll speak on that later. For now, one last thing I want to mention is the Golden Deer members I'm going to be doing, or rather, so obviously I can't do Hilda, but I'm also going to be saving Lysithea. It's not that I'm not going to see her, it's because somebody did ask me, why didn't I mention Lysithea? I will see Lysithea. I feel like Lysithea's would be best done as the last one I see. For me, because she's been with us through all 3 routes. And I saw her, if you go to the Goddess Tower, we got her by accident, I felt a slightly stronger about Hapi back then, but I wasn't quite sure because Constance was also strong too. But I was struggling on which one to choose back then because they were very close. Hapi pulled ahead with her A rank, and of course some other things that she did in the actual maps itself. But I just feel like it would feel very complete to save Lysithea for the end because honestly, truly, Lysithea has a special place in my heart. I don't know where that is, but she's one of my favorite characters in this game, if that isn't very clear. So, yeah. To any Lysithea fans, don't worry. I will do her justice. Now then. One last thing I want to say is that once I finish this, I will be switching to some Legend of Zelda stuff. Give a good break before I go to Edelgard's route. And 2, I've been wanting to finish some stuff up with that game as well. Maybe I'll even sprinkle these in while I'm going back to that game. I'm not sure. But yeah, without further ado, I want to do SOTHIS'S first because honestly, I still feel Hapi's is still new. And I kind of wanted to get a clean slate. People said SOTHIS'S was weird. And I didn't even think this would be like a possible thing. So, I felt it would be a great one to start with. And then we get to the more serious ones. So. Oh, and while we're at it, Church of Sales members, if I do Flame at all, which I am not sure if I am, it will be in the Black Eagle route too, because she'll be there, right? I'm pretty sure. If she's not, then you can go ahead and tell me, and I'll think about it. But I can't do Flame. No. Okay. Well, anyways, without further ado, let's get to SOTHIS'S. Oh, and we can choose Or could we? Now should be interesting. I've been wondering how this goes for the longest time. The war is over. But this is only the beginning.
Complain. What is it now?
Well, hello there.
You are a fool, just standing there and acting nonchalant.
Were you aware of literally everything that happened?
Have you already forgotten about me?
No. Yeah?
I also said I would always be with you. But perhaps you would have preferred it if I had vanished without a trace.
No, I would have actually liked your input on literally everything that just happened in the story.
You were alone, and so I chose to come back to this world to stay with you.
Oh, that's how it's going. I'ma say that.
Do not put on a show. You know you cannot hide your truth from me. And I must say that you have done quite well. Of course you have. I chose to join our souls because I have great faith in you. And yet I must admit I did not know you would achieve so much.
It is interesting to see SOTHIS talk to SOTHIS after this all happened.
To think you could have died so early on.
Yeah. Oh, and well, I'll speak about that later. About the incident, in the beginning of the game. That was a close call.
And that is all you have to say? You are impossible to stir. But all is well that ends so well. Is that not what they say?
Wait, now that I think about it, SOTHIS manifested herself.
Huh? What is that thing? A ring, of course, but I must ask, for whom?
My pocket.
I see. Or, no, I take it back. You are not making any sense. Could it be that my own feelings were somehow influential?
Say what now?
But when I think about it like that, I can't help but feel that...
Well, I am off to a great start. I didn't press record. Well, on the video part, I probably edited it back. That's gonna be annoying. Okay, well...
I'm so in love, I should make an eternal vow.
Okay.
What? Oh, were you eavesdropping? Oh, fine. I shall admit, I do.
This is interesting.
I love you deeply, overwhelmingly, passionately.
What the heck?
This is a love without an end.
This is awkward.
The heck?
And so, I guess I shall accept that ring of yours.
I see.
Indeed, it's only right, for you and I are joined within our souls.
SOTHIS, you sounding mad creepy right now.
And that is much the same as marriage, don't you think? The stone within your chest is little more than decoration now.
You think?
That means it is within your very soul that I exist.
Wait, hold up. This is the Blue Lion route. She just said that I had a crest stone in my chest. Spoiler alert.
And so? Whatever are you waiting for?
Yeah, are you...
Ah, well, just wear it on your own finger. Our love is all that matters, not a ring.
Okay, so she's not actually here.
The two of us are one, for now and ever. I hope you are aware of that. In sickness and in health, and come what may, I shall be deep within your heart. I love you, and I can feel the warmth of love from you as well.
No comment?
I know.
Huh.
You can no longer hide a thing from me.
Let me see. Interesting. Did anybody legitimately pick this? I'm curious. As well, I mean, you pick it to see, I understand. But did you actually pick this?
The day you die, I'll follow you. We shall journey as one until the end of time. I never tire of being around you. Since we could not trade words for far too long, I have much that I wish to say to you. I know just where to start. Do you recall what we spoke of before?
No?
I had told you not to let your guard down. Honestly, I adore you, but you can be so childish.
Can we talk about Dimitri and Edelgard and the war and stuff? No? Okay, it wasn't that type of conversation. Huh. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. Well, that's SOTHIS'S, everyone. I thought I would do these in their own separate videos. I may change that, but at the very least, I think SOTHIS'S will be your own. So thoughts on that? I'll admit, well, maybe it's because I wasn't choosing SOTHIS'S. When she appeared, I was hoping she would give us even the slightest bit of an inclination of what she thought of everything that's happened. You know, especially more so in the Golden Deer. I wonder if things changed. I doubt it. We can check. Nah, looks like it was the same. It is cool that SOTHIS'S eventually comes back, but it would have been nice if, you know, maybe if I were to throw this out there, if SOTHIS'S had like a little line that she said at the end of every route. Because there are hints that she's still around. Well, there's one hint that she's still around, and it's before post-time skip, you know? When we wake up. SOTHIS'S is like, come on, you gotta get up. Like, observer's view on SOTHIS'S, since she's so integral, you know, a part, supposedly a big reason as to why this all started. She was very nonchalant, but I guess if you chose SOTHIS'S, that's what you would have wanted. So yeah, with that being said, I will move on to the next one I'm going to do.